A few years ago, back when I was still working as a realtor, something happened that shook me to my core. I unknowingly helped the man my wife was cheating on me with find and lease an apartment. I didn't recognize him at the time. To me, he was just another client. Normal guy. This was all before COVID hit. I was in the office full time, closing deals like usual. One quiet afternoon, a polite, soft-spoken man walked in. Said he was looking for a studio. Nothing about him stood out. We clicked well enough. I found him a decent place and even negotiated him a lower rent. Just doing my job. I thought that was the last I'd ever see of him. Months passed. Then, earlier this year, someone I knew casually mentioned seeing my wife. She was leaving the same apartment complex with a man. They were arm in arm, walking like a couple. Then another time, same friend, said he saw them carrying groceries together. At first, I laughed. I thought, no way. She's always working. Always on the move. But something about it nagged at me. Then I remembered something odd. When the pandemic started, she claimed her company went remote. But she still dressed up and left the house every morning like clockwork. I got suspicious. Something wasn't right. So I did something I never thought I would. I called her office. A woman picked up. Friendly, helpful. But what she told me knocked the air out of me. The company had shut down almost a year ago. Everyone had been laid off. No one was working there. I sat in silence for hours that day, playing everything back in my head. That night, I confronted her. I didn't yell. I didn't explode. I calmly laid out everything and asked for the truth. And without blinking, she admitted it. She had been seeing someone else. For over a year. My stomach dropped. I felt like the ground opened beneath me. I wanted to scream, cry. But our son was in the next room. So I held it together. I asked her why. How she could live a double life. Laugh at dinner. Come home like nothing was wrong. She shrugged and said, "What's really changed?" She had a point. In the cruelest way. Dinner was still served. Groceries still stocked. She still watched TV with us in the evenings. But none of it was real. She said she wanted something new. Something exciting. She claimed she still did her part as a wife and mother, so there was no problem. Then she walked out of the room. Just like that. But I couldn't pretend anymore. I followed her and said clearly, this wasn't something we could bury. This wasn't just about cheating. It was about honesty, about dignity. My friends had seen her. They knew. I wasn't going to play the fool in silence. We talked all night. Finally, we both admitted it. It was over. We decided to separate. She'd keep our son for now, and I would move out. We told him it was temporary, just a disagreement, until we figured out how to tell the truth. But it didn't take long for things to fall apart. Suddenly, everything I used to handle became her job. Schedules, school, routines. Our son told me she was always overwhelmed, constantly frustrated. She had more time, but less control. Meanwhile, the man she left me for started disappearing. Their dates grew fewer. The spark died. And one day, my son asked if he could live with me instead. He said I understood him, that things were calmer with me. Eventually, he moved in. Later, I learned something that made the irony even heavier. She had taken out a massive loan to help that man, bought him the very apartment I had helped him get. And now, she's drowning in debt, alone, struggling to keep up with a life she thought she wanted. It's as if fate gave her exactly what she reached for, and showed her how empty it really was.